Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111. Welcome back to Room to Grow, where the grid is no longer a grid. It's this weird hex diagonal thing, because the game keeps throwing us curveballs. Let's see what we can do today. One of my cacti needs to move down left. The other one needs to move up right. I don't have any bits of leverage, so I'll be pushing them with my head. And so, for example, this guy could be pushed over to here and then pushed downwards. Let's just go ahead and do that. And then the other guy has got problems. Let's ignore the bottom guy for a moment and just focus on the top guy. He could be pushed down and right, and then pushed upwards. And so the problem is, whenever you do one of those, you kind of rule out the other, just about. If I had left more space to come at this guy from way over here, can I now solve the other guy on the way? Not quite. But let's ignore the fact that I just killed him right there and imagine that I did manage to press him down, then this would work. So, if I had even more space left over while I was going after the first guy, the first guy is not approaching from the right place, so he needs to go this way. He'll eventually be pressed up. In the meantime, this guy, I still can't get at the square I need to get at with him. Okay, is it possible to have left that square that I need, specifically this one, square, intersection, grid, something, open, and come at this guy differently somehow? I don't think so. Nothing good seems to be happening right now. Okay, what about the other way? So like something starting down here. Just trying to get this guy where he's going. Yeah, the idea is something along the lines of this, but now I can't get back over and around to press that guy up. And there's this extra space on the left that I feel like I should be utilizing somehow, but I'm just not sure exactly how. Like, I guess I was trying to utilize it in order to get this and still be able to do something with this guy. If only I could go up and left here, I could solve... No, I still wouldn't be able to solve the puzzle, because even if I pushed him down, I wouldn't have a way to get back out. That's actually an interesting observation. So I don't have a way to get out with that. So it almost seems like I want this guy set up for that first. But then maybe I can focus on this guy for a bit. No, because now I can't get back over there to push him up. I'm doing the diagonal moves with each of these cacti first. Maybe that's the wrong strategy. And so maybe, for example, I need to push this guy down first, followed by an up left. This is actually starting to look good. Now I'm utilizing all this leftover space over here. This is not going to quite work. Oops. But it almost does. So the problem is I can't get below that cactus. So did I ever have an opportunity to nudge that cactus up when I was over here? I nudged this cactus down intentionally. The problem is, if I nudge you up, then I'm going to block where you're eventually going. But let's just play this out, just to demonstrate how it could almost work. So if I hadn't blocked the way, then we would have gotten our guys to the goal. So I nudge you down because I need to do that. And I nudge you up because I need to do that. Can I do those in a different order? Can I nudge him up first and then nudge the other guy down? I don't think I can. I don't think I can. So I nudge you down. I get you to the solution. And now I can approach from a few different angles here. But I don't think any of them help. If there's some other way to nudge that guy along the way. What if I do this? Go ahead and push him down before I nudge this guy down and move this over. It's at least different. It still doesn't work. The problem is he never got a chance to get nudged up. Except I think I see a way to nudge him up now. Hold on. If I do that, nudge this guy down, I can put him up now. Oh, but now I can't get around to the other guy. Okay. So what if I just focus on getting this guy some... Yeah, the problem is once I poke this guy up from here, I'm kind of trapped. So... that does not seem good. I prefer to nudge him up first. So what if that's the very first thing I do? If I nudge him up, the problem is now I can never nudge the other guy in the directions he needs to go. Right, and we did this once before, which does get this guy to a solution and would get this guy to a solution, except for the fact that we blocked it off. And there's no leverage to be had in this puzzle. So what are my other options? The thing that I like about this solution that doesn't quite work is the fact that it uses this extra space over here. So is there a way to nudge this cactus somewhere along the way? Suppose I nudge him over here, do this. But now I can't get back over there to nudge him over there. And I still can't get back over there to nudge him over there. And if I do this... Alright, is there a way for me to get to where I nudge him up? There is... But now I can't get to where I nudge the other guy down. And if I nudge the other guy down... Yeah, there's no way to nudge that other guy up, and there's no way to push him up and right. Okay, suppose something ridiculous happens, where we push this guy farther away from his goal, and eventually get him back towards it. That didn't work. But imagine it did. But yeah, I like the general idea, maybe. of maybe somebody doesn't go straight towards their goal. Maybe they take a more meandering path. Problem is, yeah, I still haven't gotten to where I need to do with what I need to do with you. I need to nudge you up. And if I'm going to be nudging you up, it means I'm going to be nudging you up from here, I believe. There is a way to get to there without disturbing as much of the other guy. But no, I needed to also nudge that guy left, which also comes from this column. So yeah, that's the problem. Let me describe it a little bit. Oh, something just occurred to me. Maybe this guy is going to the right solution, and maybe this guy is going to the left solution. I've just been working under the assumption that they are trying to get to the goals that are closest to them, but that might be an incorrect assumption. Not sure how to reason through that one way or another right now, but it is worthy of contemplation. There's not a lot of space to work, though. It seems unlikely that I'd be able to push these guys all the way around to the opposite spots. From here, oh, bottom cactus. I want to push you up and left before I do that. Alright, you're up and left. Now I want to get to where I can push you down. Alright, you're down. Now I want to be able to nudge the other cactus up. It's too late. The other cactus can't be nudged up. But if he had been nudged up, that would have won. Or if I could do things out of order, I could have walked over here and then nudged him up over here somehow. Alright, let's try some ridiculous things. Because we're running out of non-ridiculous ideas. So that demonstrates that it is possible to get that cactus over to the other goal. And this demonstrates that if my body hadn't been in the way, I could have gotten that cactus over to that goal. What if I try to get top guy to the bottom hole as fast as possible? Something along the lines of... well, maybe not that. Yeah, anytime I try to push them around each other, like, then my body is always going to be blocking the way of the other guy, though. So I don't think they'll be able to kind of circle around one another. And once again, there's no leverage. I'm doing all the pushing with my head. And if I nudge you up and nudge you up, you're kind of stuck. I think this is the solution. I don't even know what I just did there. Let's repeat it to make sure I understand. Like, I just nudged one and nudged the other. I pushed the guy left and then... okay, I think I see the issue. The issue is I pushed this guy up and left and then saved the down for later. And I was trying to do the up-down nudges first. Okay. Don't know why my brain didn't see that earlier. Also, I didn't use any of the left space, by the way. So that was kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Red herring? Interesting. So this is the first time we need to make like a hook or a crook and bring one of these guys in from afar. It seems like I will be able to push my entire structure upwards. Can I push it downwards as well? I can push it downwards as well. And let's just verify I can push it upwards as well. Yeah, so I could go in either direction. So do I want to try to get this guy from the top or from the bottom? Looks like I want my hook going over the top of the cactus so that I can kind of drag him down to where I'm going. So if I want him over the top and drag him down, then that kind of implies a hook kind of like that, but higher. If I want it to be higher, I would do this. And now I want it to be over there to grab him. And then lower. Oh, that's going to push him straight down. I should have done this, but that's going to miss him because we hadn't grabbed him yet. Oh boy. This is going to be a thing. It's going to totally be a thing. So I think actually I might need something shaped like that to get around him. In which case it needs to go higher. Possibly a bit higher. Then it needs to go to the right to go and try to grab him. Can't go that far though. And that's not far enough to grab him. So how do I get it way out there, shifted to the right? Suppose I had just done that shape and tried to bring it way out to the right. It still only reaches high enough to where I could press him down, but not high enough to where I could catch him going down left, which is what I need to do. So how do I get the structure even farther to the right? Maybe I do... That's too much, okay. Something like this? No, that also can't go up. It's basically trying to iterate back and forth between going up and to the right in order to get it much farther to the right. Because unfortunately, every time I push the structure to the right, it's also pushing down. So I need some upward compensation for those downward pushes. So let's go ahead and pre-get some upward compensation for the downward pushes. And I suppose I could do this. No, I can't do that. I could do this. No, I can't do that either. Got it. I could do nothing. If I come around the left-hand side, I can never move the structure farther to the right. So that's not going to work. And I still haven't managed to get my pot, or any part of me, to the right of the cactus in order to try to pull him. So I've not even accomplished like the first portion of what I need to do. Alright, maybe I do need a hook to go kind of the other way. Maybe I do something ridiculous. That does not seem like that's going to work. But I at least did get pieces of my body to the right of him. So I did at least accomplish one thing that I wanted to do. Oh, baby. Okay, I definitely don't want to push him to the right. So let's go up a little bit. And then go try to grab him. Okay, I've got pieces of him to the right. So now if I could pull this whole structure this way, Hey, we would do it. Hooray. Okay. Took a long time to get there. I think I kind of iterated and got there. We're going to pretend we feel good about that, but I only feel so-so about that. My pot end needs to press one of these guys down, and my head end needs to press the other guy down. So my first move, it looks like it's going to have to be up. And then I should focus on trying to get the pot over into a place where it will be able to poke this guy down at some point in the future. Okay, Pokepot. Looks like you need to go here. And here again. Do I have leverage in the other direction? Yeah. And now just move down and everything would be great. Okay, so at least I get the basic idea of what I wanted to do there. Probably have to do things in slightly different order. So I've done this. So I needed more directly down movement, I think, at some point. So that I can do 2 of these. Yeah. Okay. And now, if I could have gone down, I would have pressed that guy, and then I would have gotten over here. So now the only problem I had was that my original crinkles didn't give me the opportunity to press down. So what if instead my original crinkles gave me some more maneuverability in that regard? Something didn't work the way I thought. Did I need to press this down one more time? No. I'm a little bit taller than I was on the upside, and that's creating problems, I guess. How did I do this before? I think I did this. How did I do that before? Definitely had to press... Did I do it down and left at all? And then a down? And then this? Yes. But I still have that crinkle. Okay, so I kind of make a house shape at the beginning, and then a house that's tilted to the left. It's like the top of a hex, and then the upper left of a hex. This is what I did right now, and the crinkle in the middle is the problem. So there's the top of the hex, but this little crinkle is a problem. So instead, let's go this way. And then the next house is a left, and a down, and a right. And then we move this down. And now I can move that whole structure down. Like so. Why not? Oh, it's the part right below me. That's fine. There we go. I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. I reasoned my way through it. Woohoo! Okay, I felt really good about that one. This is where I look over to make sure I'm actually recording. Yes, I am. You're hearing the sound of my voice. Unless you're on mute. Or not watching the video. I suppose is another possibility. Cannot speak for every human in the universe. The guy on the far right just needs to be pushed outwards. Somehow. Probably like that-ish. However, the act of doing that push has pushed the other guy out of the way. I would be able to rescue the other guy's goal state here and then swing around and nudge him. So if I just nudge the other guy up at the beginning, I might have been okay. So I did kind of like upper hex and then swung around up. Okay. So can I nudge this guy up at the beginning? Directly up is not actually good. Can I nudge this guy over at the beginning? And then try to do most of what I did. Oh, that guy's already there. This is already looking terrific. Is it? I think it might be. Now I just need to do some pokes and prods to get that other guy in the right spot. A down brings him close. That brings him close, but he needed to go down again. But then I can't actually poke him from there. Okay, kind of close. Kind of close. Is there any way from that position that I could have done anything great with this? There is possibly the ability for me to press... Can I do this? Yeah, press everything up and left. So if I save the ability to press everything up and left... The problem is now I'm going to be blocking his goal, I think. No, because I'm going to go up and left as well. So that'll just bring him to the goal. We did it. Oh, baby. Look at me go. There's still more time in the episode. So look ahead at level 24. I'm enjoying this. Because I'm succeeding today. Okay. I get the gist of it, I think. Do I? Yes. Maybe. So, the problem is... This guy is kind of on the wrong half tile. The answer is... At some point... is there leverage over here too? I cannot press to the left over here, right, because there's no grid lines going into it. So the only place where there's leverage is over here. And in fact, it is 1.5 bits of leverage. So I will be able to push him 1.5 to the left at the end when I walk through that. I walk through the bottom half of that. If I walk through the top half of that, I don't think that changes anything. Because eventually I come over here and I get my 1.5 pushes to the left. So all I need to do before doing that is to push him down. Which is, of course, impossible. Which is, of course, impossible. And why are there, like, the two directions I can go here? I feel like there's some misdirection happening. Like, there's no way I can push him down, right? And also, if I don't go right at the start, how would I ever go right ever? These are the things I wonder about. And once I'm here, my options are to go up here, which is useless, or to press to the right, which does that. If I press to the right again, it just does that. If I press up, it does that, which does... Oh, I understand. So, let's try first. Up, up, up. If it's not clear what's happening here, it will be in a moment. So up, up, up leaves me a path, indeed. I thought I was going to have to try different iterations of up, 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 and down and up in order to have the path back, because these sawtooth zigzags are out of whack. But it turns out that the complete upper path does leave me a path back, and that allows me to do that. Okay, that was actually clever and interesting. in a way that you just had to take a moment before you would see it. Oh, dear God. Just because this looks funny doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be bad, but I'm worried that we're about to go way off the grid. Yeah, now we're at full diagonals as well as kind of slanted hex diagonals. Also, we have 2 heads, which are better than 1, but are also very scary. Okay, so this is going at a slanted diagonal. Oh, and the other head came off the grid. So the other head needs to get somewhere where he can stay on the grid if he ever wants to do anything useful. So he needs to, oops, press down apparently because right goes the other way. He needs to go there. Then this guy can go here. Then this guy can go here, and we just iterate. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. I'm sure they're gonna get worse. Let's take a peek at one more. It's dangerous, but let's take a peek at one more, just to get a sense of this. Okay, so this is all full diagonals or full-on square grid. There are a few bits of leverage that allow us to press straight up or to the left. Straight up has obvious utility that I can see, namely that once I've gone straight up... No, I never got below the cactus. How am I going to get the cactus somewhere good? Because if I can only leverage the whole structure upwards and leftwards... I think I see something. So, if I have a segment of me here where my head is, and I then manage to push the structure to the left, and then manage to push the structure up, then I could start bringing the cactus back onto the grid where I can push him with my head. So that is my current goal, to go left and then up. I'm not sure if that's achievable or not. Let's find out. So here is left. And here is up. And so now the cactus is kind of in the grid. Can I go up again? Now he's on the grid. And, okay, yeah, this is not something that I would be able to foresee, but it has happened to work out in my favor, and I am happy to take it as a result. We can do... I can't push in the last thing. Also, there's a floating bit of leverage, but I only have one head. So I think the thing in the upper left is actually just to block me from pressing things around a certain way. Okay, so this almost worked. At the end, how did it fail? I ended up needing to be further down and further left. Further down I cannot accomplish. Did I ever press him down? No. Further left I could have done back when we were pressing to the left. Would that have changed anything? And also, remind me. Okay, so further left was a possibility back here. So suppose I do that. I'm not sure how much further left is going to be appropriate. So let's just do that. I think he's not even going to end up on the grid here right now. No, he's on the grid. Okay, apparently going off screen is too far. What if I only went... Well, this is what I did before. Does it help at all to go multiple ups in a way that I didn't see before? That's the one I was looking at before, and I can't go up anymore. Okay. So, since I needed him further down, and since I'll be moving my whole structure eventually, suppose I can't get around him right now. I don't think I can do that. So yeah, it seems to initially get a grip on him. It feels like that has to be the first move to initially get a grip on him. And then it feels like I need to go left next, but maybe I can... I don't know that this will help anything. But suppose I were to... No, I just cut off my way to get to the leftward leverage. So I guess I can't do that right now. So if I do this once... If I did this more, is there any chance that that could help? It seems unlikely. I think I looked at this already. Suppose I went all the way out here. He's back on the coordinate grid, but that doesn't really help me. And those are the only places that I can press and get leverage. This one might have to be a thinker for next time. Yeah, there's no point in pressing them all the way out there. Yeah, unfortunately right now it seems to me that I have to have something lower left of him in order to ever be able to scoop him, as it were, at all. Oh, but I could bring it lower left by just being lower. So I might be able to start with this move, actually. Let's investigate this quickly. I think this actually won't work out. But if I do this... Yeah, I can't get the scoop around him to then lift him up. Which is too bad, because that would have been pretty great. Could I get... Okay, here's another possibility that I didn't think of as well. Maybe, and that might explain the floating bit in the upper left, maybe the thing I need to do at the beginning is to move my pot out of the way a bit and then set up some other structure. Oops, that will catch him from a different angle. Perhaps like this. I don't think this is going to work at all. Yeah, I can't get my upward leverage again to try to catch him, and now my body is kind of all around him in the wrong way. And doing stuff like that is just getting him farther away from the goal. That does not seem like it's going to help. Okay, I'm going to have to think about this one before next time. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Room to Grow. For now, bye-bye.